Yeah, I'm on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com. Oh, their stock's worthless. Down the toilet.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
Ladies, are you tired of carpet munching? Are you tired of vagina-on-vagina action? And guys, is it time to lock that back door up for good? Are you tired of the same old story where the bishop meets the fireman? TCTP has a product just for you. Listen up.
Introducing Homo Nomo. Simply apply Homo Nomo to your body, and you will be Homo Nomo. That's right, guys. Time to say goodbye to the rest stops and the bathhouses. And ladies, you can finally dress like women.
Maybe you've tried Homo Nomo and you feel like it was the wrong decision. Well, guess what? We've got some great news for you. You can reverse the process. For a limited time only, you can purchase Homo Samo.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to clean some carpet.
Sounds good, Holly. And my back door, it's always open.
Homo Nomo and Homo Samo are ready to ship today.
Call now because supplies are limited. This product brought to you by TCTP.
This has been a Chris Top, Holly Stalin production.
You can either talk in the Christoph program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
Holly Stalin's words cut like a double-edged sword. On the Edge with Holly Stalin, the fastest 30 minutes on Spreaker.com.
Quickly, Saeed. The Americans are coming. We must go.
No, ridiculous. We cannot go anywhere. I'm listening to Chris talk. It's incredible. He's about to do the lyrical playhouse.
No, but you don't understand. The Americans are coming. We must go. The bombs are in the truck. We must get in the truck. We must go.
You go. I am staying and listening to Chris talk. Wabba. All right, freeze, dirtbags. This is Ranger 6-2 Echo. I've got 2 in custody. Forget about it, you American pig. You tell your president, these are my terms. You make Chris Top program world syndication, or I will raise a pillar of holy fire in each of your cities each week until my demands are met. Listen to the Chris Top program on Spreaker.com, or else.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Friction. Looking to start your own radio show? Come on over to Spreaker.com. That's right, I said it. Come on over to Spreaker.com and listen to hundreds and thousands of radio shows, or you can start your own, all for free. That's right, I said it. Come on over to Spreaker.com right now. They'll get you set up with a 30-minute free broadcasting account. Mind you, you can broadcast 30 minutes as many times as you want for free. Spreaker.com is where it's at. Other price packages are available. Let them know that the Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show sent you. And get your radio show started today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Coming to you live from Studio 8 in Orlando, Florida. It's the Video Game Wrap-Up with your host, DJ Friction. Yeah, we're live. We are live for a very special edition of the Video Game Wrap-Up, and I'm your host, DJ Friction. And you're listening to us live on this very special Sunday, July the 6th. It is, of course, the 4th of July weekend. And, a lot of you guys are out this past weekend and then celebrating, enjoying the fireworks with your family. Man, this is the only time when you know it's summer, when the heat is blazing down on you on this very, very special, this very special summer, man. I tell you, you got all the cookouts, you got all that great stuff happening. You got the kids out of school, and you just trying to enjoy the summer, man. And sometimes, a lot of you parents out there are wishing that your kids were still in school at the moment. And, you know, kind of gives you that freedom, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, guys, we got a great show for you. Of course, it is July the 6th. It is now 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, guys, we got a lot of things to talk about. But before we actually get into the live broadcast of what we're here tonight, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of things to catch up on, because it's been a little while since we actually done a video game wrap-up show. It's been a couple weeks. And, because, you know, I've been busy behind the scenes and doing a lot of planning with the new morning show, which we're about to talk about right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys know now that we're going to be pulling the video game wrap-up show away for just a little while. You know, for everybody who knows, we do have a radio network, the 102.DLG radio network. We're working so hard to bring new programming to our network, and we're just getting things set to where we want it to be. We want things to be perfect. We want to be able to have things be enjoyable. We want to make things very entertaining to you guys. So we want to bring you different types of broadcasting. And of course, you know, we love doing this video game wrap-up show. But we're going to take it away just for a little while, because there's a couple other programs that we want to work on. We're looking to bring in new radio show hosts. We're looking to bring in new radio programs. And we're looking to just expand. You know, and each and every single year, we did mention this before, but every single year, we do bring in new radio programs. At least once a year, we choose one radio program out there in Internet Radio Land to join our family that we think is quality top radio to join the family. And so, you know, in the meantime, what we're doing is we're going to pull away the video game wrap-up show just for a little while, and we're going to be bringing you a brand new morning show on Sundays at 10 a.m. starting on August the 3rd. And I look forward to it, because it's going to be a little something different. It's going to be a little bit more edgy. I'm going to be doing the radio show as of right now by myself. It's going to be more of a talk radio format. As of right now, things may change. We're going to be kind of taking... we want to make each show, because if you guys tune in, you guys notice that we do have the weekly rundown with myself and the professor every Tuesday night. And we want to take some of that, you know, because we kind of mix it up on Tuesday nights. And a lot of you guys see that we play some music. We talk about hot topics. We also talk about entertainment news and stuff. So we're gonna kind of take a step back with the video game wrap up and take some of that material and move it on over to the Sunday morning show. Not to say that we're taking away all the crazy topics. We're not. But we want to kind of keep the focus on certain areas and certain topics on certain shows. And of course, you know, want to bring you new and improved ideas and great entertainment that you guys are definitely going to be in for, and actually, you know, actually enjoy. So we'll keep you informed on that in just a little bit. But you know, we're still keeping Friday nights as is. We know that you guys love your Friday night music request. Now, I was kind of thinking, I know you guys really enjoy us doing the Friday night music request shows on Friday. Now, you guys all know that on Fridays I also do the top 20 countdown. Now, the option was to, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on this, the option was to go ahead and maybe bring the top 20 countdown on to Sunday mornings, to where you do the top 20 countdown on the morning show with the music, and we'll just keep Friday nights just all music requests for anything you guys want to listen to. So just let me know what you guys think about that, and just let me know what you guys think about it, because there's just so many things I want to do, but I definitely want to just make sure everybody's getting a little bit of everything in every show, you know what I mean? I don't want every show to be the same. I also want to take a quick moment and say hello to Miss Morgana Gray of Gray Matters, of Dark Goddess Radio's up in the chat room right now. So we got Isaiah D. Washington up in the chat room right now, our good friends. And thank you guys so much for coming by. And you guys are Free Ballin' Tuesday. You guys are freaking awesome. Miss Morgana says, let's see you discuss with DJ Frick tonight. Let's see, top 20 Friday nights. So do you guys like the top 20 on Friday nights, or do you want me to go ahead and move that on to Sundays? Because I'm just looking, I don't know. I mean, you guys will still get your music requests only on Fridays. But the top 20 is going to be just music that's, you know, the top, it's like top 20, top 40 type thing. Oh, you guys are freaking awesome. Ms. Morgana says, we all chill and listen to the new stuff with cool people. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. Alright, so we'll see. We're going to play around with the idea. I'm going to do a couple of test runs probably within the next week or so. And see how, kind of do our pre-recording of the show. See how I want to do it. I'm actually going to be working on a brand new intro for the morning show. It's going to be awesome. So if you guys want to go ahead and lend your voice, your sexy ass voices to our show, all you got to do is just hit us up on the Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show at gmail.com. Let us know you guys want to go ahead and help us out with voiceovers. And we'll go ahead and help you guys out right back. Ms. Morgana says, finally he reads this shit. LOL. Keep the top 20 Friday night and the request show an hour before. See, the thing is, I don't want to do a 3-hour show on Friday nights. Because by the time I get out of work and stuff, I don't want to be on the air 3 hours. Especially not on a Friday night. Because if I got plans, you know, I got a life. I want to be able to have a life. And if I want to do a 3-hour type show, I would rather save that for a Sunday. For the morning show. I kind of like the idea. I see where you guys are going with it. But, you know, it's kind of like it's like I want to be able to go out and enjoy spending time with the girlfriend and going out and actually enjoying the weekends. You know what I mean? I don't want to kind of, you know, be on air from 7 to 10 at night and then not be able to be too tired to go on out afterwards. But I don't know. I'll have to take everything into consideration and see what happens. If I can come up with a great plan, maybe we'll see. We'll keep the top 20 on Friday nights. But we'll see what happens. I really, really, really need to figure everything out. But I'll keep you guys updated. Wait. You guys are freaking awesome. Hey, listen. There's no music on the video game wrap-up show. I'm sorry. You already know that. There is no music on the Sunday night shows. So sorry to break your heart, baby. I'm so sorry. Alright, guys, so we'll figure it all out. We'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully by this coming Tuesday night, I'll be able to let you guys know what we got set up. Now, the phone lines will be open here tonight, so if you guys want to call us live via the phone lines, you guys can call us 407-459-7988, or you guys can actually hit us up via Skype. And the information is going over to our official website, www.Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show.com. And check us out on Skype. Feel free to give us a call on Skype. We'll talk some great wrestling news and video games information that we got for you guys tonight. So, guys, I want to go ahead and show some love to Miss Morgana because she just showed me a lot of love. Her and her hubby Isaiah showed me a lot of love on their show, so I'm definitely going to show them some love. And, so, please, guys, take the opportunity to check out Miss Morgana Gray's show. She has a show on YouTube that she does and on Spreaker called Gray Matters. And she has her own network as well called Dark Goddess Radio. So go on over, look them up. She's got some great stuff. She got Miss Raven and Miss Teresa, her partners in crime. They got a great show that they do every single week. Very, very early in the morning. You guys can check out live. Also, you can check out our good friend Isaiah, and I know he has the weekly rundown. I think it's, what is it called? Guys, remind me, please. I don't want to screw it up or anything like that. I know it's the weekly grind or something like that. I believe it is. You can also catch that up on YouTube as well. Go on and show them some love, man. They're great people. The Weekly Grind. See? The Weekly Grind. You can check it out. See? I was close. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Alright, guys. So let's go ahead and let's not waste any more time. We're going to get ready to get into some video game news. But we'll be right back. Right after this, y'all. Don't go anywhere. 102.DLG Radio. Spread the love. Let everybody know what's going down. We'll be right back. Right after this with some hot video game news. E3. Plus, we got some pro wrestling news coming your way in just a few minutes, y'all. You know how we do it here on the video game wrap-up, y'all. 102.DLG Radio. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Yeah, we're back. Hey, Miss Morgana Gray. About to call Miss Morgana Brown. Look at that. Miss Morgana Gray is like, how could we not do 3 hours of this? I would love to do 3 hours of radio broadcasting. I may even do 5 on Sundays. Who knows? Just depends on how I feel. But seriously, though, seriously, I really got to think about it. She said, you, us, and the Irish Psychic. Oh, geez, you guys are really trying to kill me. Really trying to kill me now. You guys are nuts. Alright, guys, we are broadcasting live. You are listening to the video game wrap-up for this very special Sunday evening. It is now 10:15. It is July the 6th, and man, oh man, it is hot as all hell outside. And that's what we get here in Central Florida. And guys, you guys are freaking awesome for coming by and showing me some love. I definitely did appreciate it. And so let's go ahead and not waste any more time on tonight's broadcast, because we only do broadcasts for a very short time here, so I don't want to go overboard on my time here tonight. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So tonight's very first topic is WWE 2K15. For those of you who don't know, 2K is now working on the new edition of WWE 2K. And last year, we all know for the past couple of years, the wrestling series has been much of the same since THQ lost their license and, of course, sold it over to 2K. You know what? It's time for a change in wrestling video games, and it seems finally 2K is going to bring us a little something different. For anybody who has played NBA 2K14, you guys are in for something special, because they've been listening to the fans. Finally, the wrestling fans are getting their voice heard, and seems like a lot of what we've been asking for may be coming into tuition with video games in itself. Let's see. So, as we all know, that our good friends Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler were spotted several weeks ago working in a radio studio doing voiceover work for WWE 2K15 video game. As noted earlier, WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross has confirmed on his Twitter that he will not be participating in the new WWE 2K15 game, which is scheduled to release this coming October. As noted, just let you guys know, there's a lot of things that are being kept behind closed doors right now. We've been just seeing very little details come about the video game, but we do know that they're in the works of possibly, and this is a very, very heavy rumor going around right now, that WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan was recently got caught. Well, should I say, told a fan up on Twitter that he will be signing 25,000 photos of himself that will be included in the special edition copies of WWE 2K15. Now, if any of you guys who might have known this over the years, that, of course, they every single year, the video game franchise, WWE franchise, tries to come out with a very special edition. And over the years, we've had special editions as the Undertaker edition. We've had the Ultimate Warrior edition. Just different editions where you get autograph signings and stuff like that if you buy that special video game edition of the game. So anyways, this year is being heavily rumored that Hulk Hogan may be having his own special edition of WWE 2K15. Now, I know there's a lot of old school fans out there who are huge old school wrestling fans. I was born and raised in the old school wrestling days, and I gotta tell you, I like the old school, but there's a certain time, a certain place where you just gotta get away from all the old school stuff. You know, let me go to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Miss Morgana says, I like to preach on Sunday. Why not have Gary hold a blessing over our listeners? This is how we met, Frick, talking about 2K14. I remember that. Miss Morgana says he got fired. Amen, says Isaiah. Only problem is John Cena is on the cover. Now, I know a lot of you guys, speaking of John Cena, I know a lot of you guys are very, very upset that John Cena is on the freaking cover once again. And we all know, you know, John Cena is right now probably the face of WWE. And it's unfortunate because he is now 15-time World Heavyweight Champion. Now, the only problem with that is I am tired of seeing John Cena's face. You know, I was kind of excited to actually see the belt turn over to Daniel Bryan a couple of weeks ago. And, of course, you know, Daniel Bryan got hurt, had to go in for surgery and stuff like that. And, of course, they kind of had to, you know, strip the belt from Daniel Bryan until he kind of recovers anyways. So, will we see Daniel Bryan as champion again? We'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But originally, for what I understand, the original cover was supposed to be Daniel Bryan on the cover, but with him being out and stuff like that, they decided to go ahead and put John Cena on the cover. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of word of advice. If WWE and 2K is smart, now I'm going to tell you that WWE cover of 2K15 with John Cena on the cover is horrible. The graphics are horrible. I mean, the graphics of John Cena is fine, but overall, the background and stuff like that, it looks too plain, too boring. If you want to sell a product, you definitely need to capture the attention. And I know people say, oh, you know, they're always complaining about, oh, I want this in a video game, I want that in a video game, blah, blah, blah. But listen up. I like to have me a game that I'm going to be able to cherish and enjoy for years to come. And one of the things that captured my attention is the cover of the video game. And this year, I'm going to say that unfortunately, this year's cover is not the greatest. Not the greatest at all. Let's go ahead and say, Miss Morgana says he found out about, and when he saw it on TV, Steph didn't even call him. Interesting news. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll get into the wrestling news in just a little bit. But anyways, guys, for any of you guys, listen, before I go move on, if WWE and 2K are smart, they will have a Daniel Bryan cover, because Daniel Bryan, it busts his butt. He sells more tickets, or just as many tickets as Daniel Bryan. And speaking of tickets, I'm actually going to be going and seeing WWE SmackDown on July the 22nd here in Orlando, Florida. So hopefully me and the girlfriend are going to go check out that out. That was her anniversary gift to me for our anniversary. So we're going to go check out WWE SmackDown live at the Amway in Orlando, Florida, and which is only just a few days after Battleground pay-per-view, which is that following Sunday. So we look forward to what's going to happen. I'm going to try to take some video footage and hopefully maybe do some pictures and stuff and post them up on Facebook. We'll see. Shh, don't tell nobody. All right, guys. So, so let's see. If WWE smart, 2K smart, they're going to have a Daniel Bryan cover. And I would say it would be nice to see maybe a nice Undertaker cover. Just something like paying tribute to The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. I would love to see that, because I know the time is coming where Undertaker is going to be retiring soon, and we definitely need something special. I know Undertaker, if he retires this year, if he calls it quits, we're definitely going to see Undertaker be inducted into the Hall of Fame this coming WrestleMania 31. I got a feeling it's going to happen. You know, there have been rumors going back and forth about Sting versus The Undertaker for months now. And Sting is still in negotiations with WWE. If what I understand, they're very, very close to coming to a contract. Sting is, for what I understand, going to be part of WWE 2K15. So if a lot of you guys are huge fans, Sting has signed some type of Legends deal to be incorporated into a video game. But as for actual WWE contract, they're still working on those negotiations on how, whether, you know, they're going to have him as an agent or if they're going to bring him to TV somehow, some way. Now, do I think Sting should be wrestling? I don't know. maybe it should be kind of a thing. They should just keep him in a non-wrestling role. And I know Sting can still go, but you know, he's in his early 50s, and I think it's time to kind of take that step back and just pass the torch. I would rather see him be like motivating one of the younger stars and trying to help bring them up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that. Morgana says, play some music. Morgana, come on now. You know we don't play music on Sunday night shows. I'm so sorry. Isaiah says, even if Hogan has a special edition like The Undertaker, you can still get him through DLC, which is very true. Which is very true because after so many months, I think after like 2 or 3 months, they finally released all of the DLC all together, where whether they are special edition or not, they have a very special package you can go ahead and download. So we'll see. I look forward to see what they have scheduled, but I understand the graphics are going to be amazing in this brand new series, and maybe Isaiah and I can get up on the, whether it's the Xbox or 360, or if it's the PS4. Which, if anybody wants to help me get a PS4, hit me up. I don't mind the donations to getting that. I'm just saying. Just kidding. Alright, y'all. So, yeah. So, man, I would like to... If you guys are huge video game fans, please hit me up. Just look me up on Facebook, and feel free to add me. We'll talk, and I'll give you my sign-on name and all that great stuff. I'm looking to get some video gaming on sooner or later. Isaiah says Sting can wrestle at least 5 times, including WrestleMania, then induct him into the Hall of Fame. But you got to understand, too, Isaiah, that Sting has been in this business for close to almost 30 years in this business, and I think it's about time. Sting's gonna get to the point where he's a great person. I grew up, watching him on TV. The old school NWA days, then going to WCW, and then now being part of WWE in some form or fashion. The thing is that Sting, he could still go, but Sting is a household name. He's not going to be able to carry a match like he used to. Things have changed. He is a legend. I agree with you 100%. Sting is a legend. He's definitely a legend. Alright, guys, so if you guys want to go ahead and pre-order your WWE 2K15, please go on over to your favorite video game websites or go to your local stores. None of those stores, of course, advertise at our show, so I'm not going to say their names. But if you'd like to go ahead and donate or sponsor our show, we'll be happy to publicize your name on our show. And but guys, go on over and check out WWE 2K15. Pre-order your game today. And say, hey, you better go on over and sponsor 102.DLG Radio Network, because they're publicizing the hell out of you right now. So 2K, hopefully you're listening, and get your butt in gear. Give us something good, because if you disappoint us, man, we're all gonna be very, very, very upset. And again, I guess you guys are getting tired of hearing us complain, anyways. But for what I understand is they have a great story mode that they're going to be doing, and it has to do with NXT, so I'm looking forward to that. And heard the Creation Suite is going to be off the chain as well. Let's see. Isaiah says the WWE 2K15 is going to be for all systems, which I am very aware of. Ms. Morgana says, just go retire, get laid, enjoy life. Isaiah says, at least 5 matches, Morgana. Still in the decent shape. Morgana says, yes, we are tired of hearing you complain. Wow. Anyway, so let's move on with some other video game news, guys. So let's talk some E3. How about that? E3 news. Anybody who checked out E3 recently, we all know that one of the top video games that caught my attention. I'm only going to talk about the games that caught my attention. Now, if you found something at E3 that caught your attention, feel free to share them with us on the air. Again, you can call in live 407-459-7988 or get us up via Skype, and we'll be able to talk to you live on the air. Or you can hit us up in the chat room. We'll share your thoughts on the air as well. Now, one of the games that caught my attention via E3 was The Order 1886. And this game is off the chain. If you guys haven't seen any of the videos, any of the previews, or any of the demos, please go on over to our partner's YouTube, and you can check out all of the video game news. And I can go ahead and say YouTube because YouTube is a partnership with our network, and we can go ahead and show them some love because they hook us up with video airtime, with unlimited video airtime. So we're grateful for that. Alright, so this classic history game, which takes you in a battle with human versus half-breed in London. This makes London come to life. The graphics are amazing, which make you feel a part of the experience. In this game, you will go battle as a knight in the rise of a rebellion as the rebellion is trying to take over. In this story, of course, this story is a driven game, which gives you a multiplayer option. Now, if you guys like the old school days of, and it does take place in 1986. What are you guys talking about? You are a psycho, aren't you, Lewis? No, I'm not psycho. Jesus Christ. All right, so getting back to the game, the reason why we're here. If you guys like the old school video games of kind of like the Jekyll and Hyde type video games, well, this game you're going to be able to go out there and fight beasts, such as werewolves, and kind of give you a little bit of a hint. I'm hearing vampires as well. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. Just keep your minds open. So if you guys want to know more information on The Order, I'm going to highly recommend checking out The Order 1886, which is scheduled to release this coming year holiday season. So you go on over, check it out, show some love. And Isaiah says, don't mind her, frick. I tell you, man, I am not minding her. I know she's just her, and she just says it too. It's okay, I understand. Now, we're going to talk about another game real quick. We understand, I don't know if you guys are aware, or should I say, are aware of this. I'm looking for the perfect word. Or aware of this game called Slender. This game has been around for a few years, and has been causing controversy with many families. And I heard recently a story about a young kid who went out and portrayed the Slender character at one of his friend's house, and ended up hurting the kid. I believe the kid even was killed when his best friend was playing the role, and very early teen, and unfortunately, I am aware that the kid did pass away from the attack and stuff like that, and the kid was brought in and was imprisoned for the attack, and it's a very sad story. If you guys want to know more about the story itself, actually, I believe it's up on YouTube. You guys can look it up. I actually came across it the other day on Facebook, and I just was blown away by it because, a lot of people these days, they go ahead and they take what they see in video games and what they see in movies, and they take it as real life. And being a very young teenager or a very young youth, you really don't know about what these games mean. Everybody thinks, it's a role-playing game, but man, it's part of real life. They take everything from real life. Not necessarily. That's not what it's all about. Morgan says, Slender. Told you Lewis was a psycho. He said it twice already. Run. Isaiah said, this ain't Candyman. Calm down. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but yeah, so the young kid was murdered and stuff, and it's unfortunate. Guys, listen to me. What you see in video games, do not go out there and reenact it. Please, it's stupid. Please do not do that. It's just a video game. It's just for entertainment, and that's why on each video game that has to do with anything with shooting or any type of violence, they go ahead and put the maturity warning logo for you on the video game. Now, if a parent is not with a child, if a store is selling it to a child, that store can get into a lot of trouble. Honestly, listen. Stores should not be selling any type of video games to anyone under the age of 18. I mean, if they do, it's nothing but trouble. Honestly, it is. Well, again, it says Final Destination 27, Louis Sedina radio station host, is stalked by more than just us. Man, that sounded like a movie. Coming to you in a local theater near you. By then, movies will be... Isaiah says, Saw 27. Louis wants to play a game. I love that. Alright, guys, so here we go. So, Slender The Arrival is set to release this year as well. This is a survivor horror series that has had much controversy over the years. Slender The Arrival is bringing you an addition to last year's Slender. You'll get to experience new levels of horror. This will be a much more fully fledged experience like no other. In addition, you will get to learn a lot more about the history of Slender Man and how and where he came from. And the main character, CR, is just one of the characters in the game that you'll be able to go hunt for a missing child. And we'll give you the history. But just be careful, Slender Man is right around the corner. There will be all new surprises to unfold in this terrifying experience. So I'm going to recommend checking out Slenderman The Arrival. Please be at least 18 years or older to check out this series, because we are not responsible for any of the actions of any of those who are listening to this show. So, Isaiah, if Miss Morgana slaps you with a blue dildo, I am so sorry. We are not responsible for that. Alright, guys, so moving on to another game, which kind of caught my attention, but I don't know how I really feel about this one. H1Z1. This is a brand new MMO game, which is kind of post-apocalyptic. This is a survivor horror experience that you will be able to begin with no weapons whatsoever. You have to search the world that you are working in and work your way up to finding weapons to take out the zombies who are around you. Now, understand, you will be provided with a gun once you come across it. That it's only going to give you 300 shots. So once you use those 300 shots, you're done. So that means you got to go out there and create brand new weapons. You'll be able to go out there and create your own shelters and try to survive. Now, just remember, the more noise you make, the more zombies will come at you. So you want to be very, very careful on this. So you guys want to go check that out as well. You can go check it out on YouTube. All the previews and all the demos are up on YouTube right now. Check it out. H1Z1 is set to come out later this year as well. Alright, guys, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got some more news coming your way. Matter of fact, when we come back, we got the top 10 games we're going to recommend for you that we think you should get this coming holiday season that were mentioned at E3 this year. So don't go anywhere, y'all. 102.0 DLG Radio. Spread the love. Let me know what's going down. We'll be right back right after this.
If you enjoy our show, take time to donate by going over to our official website, www.Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show.com. All proceeds go to broadcasting software, music licensing, giveaways, and so much more. Support the future of Internet radio. Support 102.0 DLG Radio FM today.
Every day, millions of people are fighting for their lives.
Many are walking around with this disease that is destroying you and don't even know it.
Fighting to stay healthy, fighting to see another day. It's called cancer. About 1 in every 20 Americans are fighting for their lives, from breast cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer, to skin cancer.
These are just a few of the major diseases that are attacking all of us every single day. Take the time to get yourself checked out at least every 6 months. It can save your life.
It can help save others.
Hi, my name is Michael, Professor Vincent. You may know me as the host of the 102 DLG Radio Network. As everybody out there has listened to the show knows and understands that I have been a 3-time cancer survivor. And when it comes to cancer, I can totally attest to the fact that there's certain things you need to do. I've fought for cancer all my life. Even though I've already beat cancer 3 times, every day is a grind. You must understand that in order to survive, you have to get proper help at the right time. That means preventive. That means asking questions. That means going to the doctor on a regular basis. Get in touch with a local physician immediately. Go to www.cancer.org, www www.cancercenter.com. Once again, thanks, guys.
Stand up to cancer.
This is DJ Friction. Stand up to cancer.
Hey, this is Professor coming at you. Stand up to cancer.
Yeah, we are back. You're listening to the Video Game Wrap-Up right here on 102.DLG Radio. Now, of course, I am your host, DJ Friction, and it is now 10:39 p.m. on July the 6th. Thank you guys so much for coming by and showing me some love tonight. We got a lot more things to talk about here tonight. We got some pro wrestling news coming up in just a little bit. So, guys, please do not go anywhere. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and give you the top 10 video games that we were very interested in. Oh, Miss Morgana says, who created that commercial? I did, Miss Morgana. Hello. I do all the commercials on my show. Hello. My goodness. Oh, jeez. Anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about the top 10 video games that you are looking forward to this coming holiday season. And here are the top 10 games we enjoyed from E3. Number 10, it is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Huge gaming series. Call of Duty's been around for a pretty long time, and it's probably been one of the most popular selling series to date. And any of you guys who are huge shooting game or first-person shooting games, man, this is definitely a game you would definitely want to check out. So again, check out number 10, which is the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game, which is scheduled to come out pretty soon. And number 9 is a brand new one coming to the series, and it's a brand new zombie game. And we've had many zombie games that have appeared over the years. And of course, we had like Left 4 Dead, we've had Resident Evil, one of the top classic games of all time. And definitely one of my favorite. But there's a new one called Dying Light that you guys must check out, which is set to release also this coming year. I'm hearing possibly it's supposed to be this year, but I'm hearing it might be pushed over till next year. But I don't know how true that is. It's just what I'm hearing right now. So Dying Light is definitely one to check out. If you guys want to go again, check out some of the videos. Go ahead and do your research. Dying Light is coming your way in just a little bit. Now, one of the games, man, that's really caught my attention is just one of the ones that I definitely want to add to my collection is The Division. And this game is freaking awesome. This kind of reminds me of the. This kind of reminds me of. Man, how can I compare it? This kind of like. What are you guys doing a countdown for me? I love these guys. Yeah, The Division kind of reminds me of. I want to say kind of like The Godfather, but kind of updated version to where you got these huge street fights with gangs and other allies. I saw the demo for this, man, and I was just blown away from this game. And if you guys haven't checked it out, man, you definitely got to check it out. You know, I've been a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And I definitely want to get the new Watch Dogs, but I'm waiting for the PS4 first. I still haven't got the PS4, and hopefully one day I'll get lucky enough to where I can afford it to go out there and buy myself a PS4. And Watch Dogs is going to be one of my main games that I want to get for that system. And then definitely The Division. You definitely, if you guys like first person shooting, oh my god, the story to this game will blow you away. You'll be so freaking addicted to this game, man. Oh man, that's all I'm gonna say. But a lot of you guys, we're gonna move on to number 7. A lot of you guys out there are probably huge superhero fans. And you love those super video games where you got the Avengers, or you got the Spider-Man video games. Of course, there's one more game coming your way that's going to blow you out of the water. And unfortunately, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is Batman Arkham Knight is coming your way this coming holiday season. And it is off the fucking chain. If you haven't tuned in yet, man, oh man, you're in for a treat. Batman gets a whole new look, gets a whole new Batmobile, and man, some of the things that Batman can now do, well, you will be so freaking astonished right now. And just when I saw the graphic of his vehicle, I was just like, and I understand they spent over, I believe it's over a year, could have been 2 years, on working on the Batmobile design itself to get it to where it needed to be. And the cool thing about this video game is that they created the vehicle first. Then they went ahead and created Batman, the new Batman, and armored his suit to match the Batmobile, which is freaking awesome, man. And there's going to be a new character in Batman Arkham Knight, and it's going to be Scarecrow. And unfortunately, the bad news is this is going to be the last Batman game of the series. There will be no more Batman games coming your way. Unfortunately, not by this developer. So enjoy what's coming to you. And man, this is definitely one of the ones. I mean, I like Batman, but I don't know if it's something I would want to pick up because I'm not really a superhero fan. Just to be honest with you. Miss Morganus' graphic design nightmare for every child under 13. Why would you say it's a nightmare? Just because of the Scarecrow? I mean, jeez, please. Also, at number 6, we got The Evil Within. Man, oh man. Well, this is another great game that's caught my interest. I don't know too much on it, but from what I saw from the demo, it was pretty slick, man. And I don't know. I want to know more about this game. I just haven't got too much detail on it, but from what I saw, guys, go check it out. Do your research. The Evil Within. I understand the story is going to be kind of creepy, so you definitely want to check that one out. Alright, so we got another one for number 5, guys. I know a lot of you guys are war fans. You guys love you some freaking Call of Duty, all that great stuff, Battlefield. Well, there's another one coming your way. It's called Homefront: The Revolution. So if you guys like those fighting games, those soldier games, you definitely want to check this one out. And this one, it starts off pretty cool because you get to work on an army base where you're building your own ammo, you're building your own bombs, and you're actually taking it out in the field to battle others, which is really pretty freaking cool. I think it's probably the first time I've ever seen something like this in a video game. So you want to go ahead and check that out too. Number 5 is Homefront: The Revolution. Also coming in at number 4, we got one of my new favorite ones, and I gotta tell you, the very first one that I've seen of this video game, I really didn't like too much. Maybe you guys will have a different opinion on it, but Dead Island 2 is coming your way soon, and it's gonna be a lot more reality than you think. Now, it's not gonna be as stupid as Dead Island 1. I didn't like Dead Island 1 at all. I found it to be very stupid. My cousin was like, "Oh, you need to go and rent that game. It's awesome," and I just blew it off. I was like, "That game is horrible. I have no interest in it." Then recently, I got to see the new freaking demo to Dead Island 2, and it just caught my attention. And man, am I hooked! I love zombie games just in general, and this game, man, the graphics are awesome. The zombies are freaking awesome, and it reminds you of the days where zombies can run after your ass. Good old days. I love that. I love those days. By the way, speaking of which, one of the best freaking movies to ever hit a freaking movie theater was no other than Night of the Living Dead. One of the best freaking movies of all freaking time. I tell you. Freaking Morgana's up in the chat room right now, quoting me on everything I'm saying right now. She is freaking hilarious. I love that girl. Alright, guys, coming in at number 3 is Assassin's Creed Unity. So I know there's a lot of Assassin's Creed fans out there, and the Assassin's Creed, there's another one coming out for you, and I understand it's better than the last version, and there's going to be a little bit more for you guys to do in this Assassin's Creed, and I think there's going to be another additional player coming your way in this new Assassin's Creed. And I'm hearing a rumor, this is just a rumor though, that there may be a female as a playable character. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's in the works. So I would like to see a little bit more variety. You know, I love the original character of the original Assassin's Creed, but I want to see something different, man. You know, over the years they've been giving us a little bit more of an open world, so we can explore more. You know, very first Assassin's Creed, you were sitting there and you were just kind of repeating yourself, doing things over and over again. It kind of got boring, but it was still a playable game. Now it's going to a whole new level of fighting, and it's going to be very, very interesting to say. Miss Morgana says, number 3, Assassin's Creed Unity. I just fangirled in my pants on this one. I take it that she's a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. So if any of you guys are Assassin's Creed fans, please go on over, pre-order your games, man, because all of these are now on pre-order. I tell you, another one that's caught my attention for sure, that was part of E3, was Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Man, oh man, have you guys caught the original Uncharted? Man, oh man, oh man. Something special coming your way with this new Uncharted. And I'm not going to give too much away, but you definitely want to check out this game, because if you think that Ms. Morgana had now fangirled in her panties, you guys are probably going to jizz in your pants right now too. So make sure you check out the Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, coming your way this holiday season. And last but not least, one of the ones that you have to have on your list for this coming holiday season is going to be Infamous First Light. You definitely want to get that for your list of video games this coming holiday season. Let us know what one of your favorite games that you guys are looking forward to this holiday season, and we'll go ahead and share that with others. And guys, sometimes I wonder about my listening audience and why they're such a pain in the booty. Oh man. Oh, she's a killer. She's a killer, I tell you. She drives me crazy. I tell you. She just drives me crazy, guys. But you got nothing but love for you, honey. Got nothing but love for you, honey. Alright, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back right after the show. Don't go anywhere. 102.DLG Radio. KNRX, we got some pro wrestling news coming your way right after this. Don't forget, guys, the phone lines are open, 407-459-7988. We'll be right back right after this. Hit us up live right here on the Video Game Wrap-Up.
Hey everybody, this is Elizabeth Lingham, and you're locked in to my favorite radio station in Orlando, Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show. It's where it goes down every Tuesday night, playing all the greatest hits worldwide. And when you guys get a chance, feel free to check out the website and listen to my new single, Love Song. Fellas, that one's for you.
Are you feeling lonely, sad and blue? Are you having a hard time taking a doo-doo? Did your girlfriend just leave you? Well, that's just too bad.
I'm having a little problem with my mouth.
Because we'll make it all
Drink
better.
some water.
That's right. Tune in. We'll make you feel
kids.
good.
No good.
Looking to get your groove on. Let us move you. They say freaks come out at night. Well, I'm a freak.
Oh, no!
Also, check out AskMen.com.
This message brought to you by AskMen.com.
The Chris Top Program.
Take it from the top.
Sometimes I think I push people a little too hard. It's because I want the best.
Life is good, I'm gone. Okay, I will.
Okay, so do you need some time to prepare, or are you ready?
Take it from the top.
The Chris Top program on Spreaker and PKN Radio.
Life is good, and I am gone. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, baby. 102.DLG Radio with yours truly, DJ Friction, on this very special edition of the Video Game Wrap-Up Live. It is now 10:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've been on the air almost an hour, so we got to get ready to wrap it up in just a little bit. We got a couple of wrestling news coming your way that we want to touch base on, and I know our good friend Isaiah is definitely going to like this stuff, and I know Isaiah is a huge wrestling fan. I got to show him a lot of props because he talks about wrestling on his show too, and hey, you guys don't probably know this, but I listen to his show as well. And guys, you can go check it out up on YouTube as well. He's got a great show, man. You definitely want to show him some love. He's definitely doing his thing. And, if you're not showing him love, I'm going to come hunt your asses down, alright? Alright, guys, so here's what's going on in pro wrestling news. And we're going to be talking mainly about WWE tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get through this as much or as quickly as possible. I don't want to, have you sit there in pain listening to me talk for the next few minutes, okay? Alright, I'm just messing around, y'all. And why would I want to kill Morgana? Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to kill anybody. And I'm like, why? And they're saying, you know why? I'm just DJ Stalker. You guys are crazy. Alright, guys, so let's go on with the pro wrestling news here tonight. And it's some very interesting stuff coming out of WWE. WWE, pretty much any wrestling promotion doesn't really like you talking about any type of information concerning their company. But this is free world, free speech. We can say what we want, and just know what we hear and what we say on this show is just rumored. None of this stuff is be considered actual fact until proven guilty, and a lot of the stuff that comes out is possibly and mainly true. So unfortunately, the WWE has been letting go a lot of their superstars because they're saying that the WWE Network is not doing so well. So they've recently let go tons of WWE superstars, including referees, which has been a very, very sad day in pro wrestling because WWE is a multi-billion-dollar company. And unfortunately, I'm hearing that they're not much of a billion-dollar company anymore. They're down to a couple of million-dollar companies. So, unfortunately, I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens. Isaiah D says, oh yeah, LOL. Miss Morgana sitting there singing the Star Spangled Banner. I don't know why. She's crazy. Anyways, guys, talk about some Brock Lesnar news. The current plan for Brock Lesnar is to have him win the WWE World Title at some point, likely around SummerSlam or possibly the Night of Champions, and then possibly go on to defend against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. As previously reported, Lesnar will be working SummerSlam and Night of Champions, so those two are possible spots for him to win the title. WWE is planning a Stack Their Night of Champions pay-per-view as they want to get their current network subscribers to renew their subscriptions when the 6 months block ends in the fall. What are you guys saying in the chat? Miss Morgana says, the voice of Orlando, 102.DLG, the new sound for a new nation. I kind of like that. That's fucking awesome. Oh, excuse me. That's freaking awesome. You should go ahead and record that for me, Miss Morgana. I'll be happy to use it. And by the way, I haven't forgot about you. I'm going to go ahead and send you a voiceover I said I was going to do for you too, okay? I'll do it this weekend and this weekend. It's not a freaking weekend. Well, it's a weekend for me because this is my days off. But I'll do something for you special and I'll send it to you, okay? And you can use it on your show. Alright, so moving on. It says that unfortunately Lesnar returns continues to be rumored for Battleground pay-per-view, but to put Triple H's plan B into action against John Cena. It remains to be seen what Lesnar's schedule will be like after Night of Champions. Obviously, if Lesnar holds the WWE title for SummerSlam to WrestleMania 31, he presumably have to work more dates than his part-time schedule usually calls for. Now listen, I think anybody being champion besides freaking John Cena is good enough for me. As long as it's not John Cena or Randy Orton or freaking Triple H, I'm happy. Look, Daniel Bryan needs to hurry up and get better so we can get him back in the ring, because I loved him as champion. He was the new face of new face of wrestling. He was the new face of WWE. And unfortunately, things happen, accidents happen. You gotta, surgeries happen. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now, what do I think of Roman Reigns? I would like to see Roman Reigns go for a title shot. I would like to see him as champion. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing Brock Lesnar holding the championship for a little bit. Especially, having Paul Heyman by his side. Come on now. You know how Paul Heyman is. He'll sit there, he'll arrive, he'll like, wow that crap up to make you, like, he'll make you want to watch, man. I would watch, WWE more often if Brock Lesnar was to hold the freaking title. Right now, dude, Raw is not the greatest program right now. Neither is SmackDown. And it's kind of bad to say, unfortunately, but NXT is much better than WWE programming itself on television. And I'll be honest with you, that NXT kind of reminds me of the early days of TNA, kind of the early days of WCW as well. I'm very entertained by those stars in NXT, and it's unfortunate that it's better than freaking what's on TV right now. Sad days, sad times. Hopefully things will change, man. They need to look. Listen, I freaking miss CM Punk. CM Punk, if you listen to this program, you ever come across this program, get your ass back to WWE, because man, you make WWE programming. I would love to see some CM Punk versus some Daniel Bryan, man. I've been wanting to see that for the longest time, man. You kind of just WWE, man, I tell you, you don't know how to appreciate your superstars. It's unfortunate. Miss Morgana says, amen, bro. She says, Brock rules. Isaiah says, Roman Reigns. So, would you guys like to see Roman Reigns as champion? I wouldn't mind seeing Brock Lesnar as champion. Either one of those two. I'll take either one. Alright, so getting back to some other pro wrestling news. Unfortunately, we're going to touch base on TNA just a little bit. Former TNA star, a good friend of our show. Oh, what the hell? Ms. McGinnis says, CM Punk, get ya blah ass over here. Punk is retired. Get over it. Punk is not retired, man. Just WWE doesn't know how to run a freaking business to appreciate their freaking superstars. If they would have pushed CM Punk right, man, he would have been the headline of WrestleMania. The headline of WrestleMania, I would rather have him as freaking champion than freaking what's his name? John Cena, man. Pissed me off. Anyways, former TNA star, following his match with Chris Sabin during the XICW event last night, or should I say a few nights ago, former TNA star Petey Williams has announced his retirement. Williams, who had previously revealed that the match would be his last, posted on Twitter, "Thank you to everyone who has ever been a part of my pro wrestling journey. Hashtag the Canadian Destroyer." I've always loved Petey Williams for what he did in the ring. Petey Williams was probably one of the best in-ring athletes, not only creatively, but he pulled off some of the most amazing freaking moves in the ring. And it's unfortunate to see him go, but sometimes, you gotta say when to go. Sometimes you gotta say, you know what, my body's had enough. Like I said, Petey Williams did some crazy things in the ring, and he just feels like it's time for him to go. Miss Morgana says, go to sleep, dude. Retire, bro. Isaiah says, wanna be Kevin Steen, Prince Devitt, and can't debut soon. Punk did the same thing Stone Cold did before he retired. And Morgana says, that man had style. Yeah, man. Alright, so we all know that WWE tries to bring up brand new talent through their NXT division. And one of the new NXT stars that came up onto the main roster recently, let's go ahead and just touch base on this, and it's probably going to piss a lot of people off. Probably some of you are not really going to care too much, but as reported last month, Vince McMahon was starting to have second thoughts on Adam Rose's character, among others, and WWE producer Kevin Dunn trashed the character backstage. Rose was given a match at the Money in the Bank against Damien Sandow, which was said to be his pay-per-view chance. The crowd didn't get behind this match whatsoever, enough that they made things worse for Rose. He did not wrestle on any televised WWE events this past week. Man, oh man. Isaiah says, one of the best moves ever, the Canadian Destroyer. You damn right, man. You're damn right. So, I would not be surprised that the Adam Rose character may be disappearing from the WWE main roster soon, and probably put back to NXT. I wouldn't even be surprised if they take him back and repackage him, because even release him, because I'll be honest with you, if they can't repackage him and give him some more training and some more skills in the ring, listen, if WWE doesn't find you, once you move you to the main roster and you don't blow up, man, they're going to pull you off really quickly. It's unfortunate, but it's the wrestling business, and it's how it happens. Miss Morgana says, Vince McMahon is the true face of the devil. And Morgana says, Rosebud. Oh, man. So moving on, the Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon is in the plans. Or is it? It previously reported WWE is looking at a possible match between Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon at SummerSlam. The match would be Brie Bella in a storyline opportunity to win her job back. And with that being said, they could also do Nikki Bella versus Stephanie McMahon, where the stipulation is that if Nikki wins, her sister Brie would get her job back. As of now, though, the plan is for Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon at SummerSlam. So what would you guys like to see happen with this match? Alright, let's go ahead and see. Isaiah says, bring up Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, and Leo Kruger. Those are some of the hottest talents on friggin' NXT right now. I tell you, they are the hottest talents. I think Sami Zayn needs to be up on freaking main roster already. I'm sorry. They need to be up on the main roster. All three of those superstars that Isaiah just mentioned, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, and Leo Kruger, are probably some of the best talent on NXT. Now, just know this, though. Just because they're great talent on NXT doesn't mean they're going to push them the same on Raw or SmackDown. You got to remember that. You see what happened with freaking Adam Rose. He was okay on NXT, and he was just worse on the main roster. Miss Morgana says, Brie Bella, baby. Woohoo! She's pretty. You freaking horn dog. So what would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon? Would you like to see Nikki Bella versus Stephanie McMahon? What? Alright, you know what? I gotta stop the show right now because Isaiah just brought up a hell of a point right now. And I gotta tell you, Isaiah says bring back Chris Hero. Chris Hero, yay, is being said by Isaiah and Miss Morgan. I'm gonna tell you, Chris Hero, probably one of the best talents that they had on NXT, and I think if they were brought him up to the main roster, especially on Raw, he probably would have knocked it out of the park. And unfortunately, you know, things happen in wrestling where they got to take a step back, and I believe Chris Hero's now over on Ring of Honor doing his thing. Let me tell you, speaking of Ring of Honor, WWE has been around for a very long time. WCW is going out of business, ECW is out of business, and TNA is struggling to stay alive. One of the best promotions in the independent scene, who has a TV deal, I might add, Ring of Honor, is probably one of the best freaking promotions out there. They not only have some of the best independent stars that they created names for, but they give that freedom to those superstars to pretty much be themselves. And that's what I like about that promotion. Yes, it has a little bit of storylines, but it's about wrestling. It's about entertaining the fans. To me, Ring of Honor is probably the closest thing to wrestling and what wrestling should be. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Ms. Morgana says, just in time, a hero arrives to save the World Wrestling Universe. And Isaiah says, could have re-teamed with Cesaro. That would have been very, very interesting to see. Dark Goddess says, Ms. Morgana says, how would you like to sponsor an out-of-work wrestler? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I tell you. And a lot of you guys don't know this, but in what year did I do it? In 1996? Up until... wait a minute. I'm trying to figure this out. Give me a second. So, not 1996. It was from... God damn, what was it? It's been so long. Okay, so 2004, from 2000 to 2004, I used to wrestle independently. I was trained by New England Pro Wrestling, and we were trained over in New Haven, Connecticut. I wrestled for 4.5 years, and I wrestled with some great names over the past few years. Actually, I got pictures I need to post on Facebook so you guys can see them. But I did shows with Jerry the King Lawler. Had the opportunity to work with Gangrel. Had the opportunity to work with Gail Kim before she actually hit TNA and WWE. I actually had the opportunity to work with Miss Tracy Brooks. I actually had the opportunity to work with Alpha the Wild Samoan. Actually did a live interview with him on our show many, many years ago. I had the opportunity to work with some great names, man, and unfortunately, the reason why I don't wrestle anymore is because a great friend of ours who I went to training school with during a live show, independent show, he there's a thing in wrestling called spots, and a good friend of ours, his name was Spider. He took a moose off from off the top rope to the outside, and the wrestler was supposed to be out there to spot him. Actually, a couple of wrestlers were supposed to be out there to spot him, to catch him, and he didn't make the spot, and he ended up landing on his head and ended up passing away live during the event. So that kind of demotivated me after 4 years to want to kind of get out of the business, because I felt the wrestling business at the time was just not safe anymore. And I'm glad I kind of got out when I did, because to this day, I do have a lot of aches and pains and stuff from wrestling over the years. And a lot of people think wrestling's fake. Well, you know what? Yes, it is fake. But, it's all storylines. We go in the ring to tell a story. But people can actually get hurt. And people don't realize that. I love the business, and I've always had a passion for the business. But over the past couple of years, I kind of not been motivated to want to watch the wrestling product anymore. And it just kind of like lost my interest over the years, especially now with just wrestling in general, with WWE, TNA, where they're going it's not good, and it's just I don't know, like I don't really care to watch Raw or SmackDown or even watch TNA anymore. And Isaiah Washington says, what do you think of Bobby Lashley as TNA champion? You know what, I think don't get me wrong, Bobby Lashley is a great person as an athlete. I don't know, man. I just don't think he's it. I don't think he has that it factor. And I kind of like when they had Eric Young as champion, because Eric Young, he's busted his butt. He ran with independent wrestling for so many years. He helped run TNA, like get it started and stuff, and he is probably the main roster. And I think that after so many years, it was good to see Eric Young become champion. Now, for Eric Young to lose that belt, and now to have Bobby Lashley as champion, I'm not going to say that Bobby Lashley is not talented. I just don't think he's it. You know what I mean? You got to have that it factor, and he just not it. He's not yeah, exactly. He's not championship material. He's just not championship material. And, I mean, there's other people in the company that should be champion. And I just think overall, Dixie Carter needs to get her ass off of television and stop focusing on, is Dixieland? Who gives a crap about Dixieland? It's not about you, man. It should be about wrestling. And when Tommy Dreamer came on the TNA a couple weeks ago, and they had that segment, quote-unquote segment, where he dropped his own pipe bomb on Miss Tutti Frutti over there. And I just think the product is failing. Tommy Dreamer was right in a lot of ways. And I think Miss Dixie Carter gave him the opportunity to speak his mind. And Tommy Dreamer is right. It should be about wrestling. And TNA is not about that right now. And it's unfortunate. Anyway, so moving on. There's got some new DVD sets coming out your way in a couple of weeks. You got John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns are featured on the 2014 WWE Money in the Bank DVD cover, which is soon hit shelves on July the 29th. So look out for that. Now I got a couple more things I want to talk about before I get off the air. I don't want to kill time anymore. But we want to talk about Cody Rhodes as Stardust gimmick. What do you guys think about Cody Rhodes as a Stardust gimmick? Personally, I'm going to say, I think, in my opinion, I think the Stardust gimmick is taking off for Cody Rhodes. You know, I liked it when he did Flashing Cody Rhodes, whatever, the Dashing Cody Rhodes, that's what it was, the Dashing Cody Rhodes. I loved that character of him when he was a heel. Now, as a Stardust character, yeah, you know what, I'm kind of feeling it. I kind of like it, even though it's probably to some people you probably find it stupid. I think some of the promos with Cody Rhodes is funny. However, I noticed in one of his recent promos recently this past week, he kind of messed it up a little bit. But I think what WWE is trying to doing is trying to get Cody Rhodes to either have Dustin Rhodes, aka Mr. Goldust, turn it back on his brother, or it's going to be the vice versa, to where they're going to have a match either at SummerSlam or have a match at WrestleMania. And that's been in the works for years, and of course, Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust, has been saying for the longest time that he would like to face his brother at WrestleMania. That would be their dream match. So I can probably see it happening sometime soon. I definitely do. Isaiah says, actually, Miss Morgana says, Stardust just is a fucking creepy ass, weird ass as his daddy, and he wears contacts too. Isaiah says, Stardust works for him. He uses more moves. I think so, too. I think that we're seeing a little bit more come out of Cody Rhodes. But I don't know. I think it's going to lead to some type of battle where the Rhodes name gets involved, and it's going to lead to the battle of Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. And I would love to see that match. I think a lot of other people would love to see that match, too. So hopefully it'll work itself out. But we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the last and final thing of the night. What do you guys think about Jeff Jarrett? Jeff Jarrett is at it again. Yes, I said it. Jeff Jarrett is at it again. We knew that Jeff Jarrett stepped away from TNA a few months ago, parted ways with the company. We all know that he was the original founder, alongside his dad, Jarrett Sr., who started TNA many years ago. And of course, Jeff Jarrett stepped away a couple of months ago, saying he was done. He was he couldn't, he was feeling the company wasn't going in the right direction, so he took it upon himself to leave the company, which I think was a smart move. And unfortunately, things have to come to an end. And if you're not happy, if you don't have that full control, if you feel like you can't go anywhere with that company anymore, of course, Dixie Carter is actually the full owner of TNA right now, and she fully owns everything, and then it's unfortunate. the company is kind of going into not a good area where I don't know. I don't see TNA lasting much longer if they don't take some major changes. You know, I love the days where we used to have all these different wrestling promotions compete against each other. Remember, we used to have the days of the AWA, the GWF, the WWF, the NWA, the WCCW, the WCW. All those great companies. ECW, we used to have all these great companies that used to always go against each other. And they used to trade, superstars every so often to just keep the wrestling promotions alive. And it's kind of unfortunate that we're kind of losing what wrestling used to be. I like the old school cage days of brawling and blood and just... I used to like the old days of freaking, what was it? The old days of War Games where they had the original NWA War Games. When they have the WCW, what was it? The Battle Bowl. When you take tag teams and you mix them up and you do a lethal lottery to where you have, faces and heels tag up against each other against other teams. That stuff I used to love, man. Some true wrestling back in the day, and it's just all of that is gone. But Jeff Jarrett is trying to bring wrestling back to the days of what wrestling is supposed to be. So a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but Jeff Jarrett is back in the saddle again. With a brand new wrestling promotion that he is now founder of. It's called Global Force Wrestling. Jarrett has been traveling around the world looking for brand new talent in the indie scene, so he's digging deep. Like he did with TNA when he first started, he was traveling around the country and, trying to gather nothing but the best in the indie scene. And Jarrett is very, very close to working out big deals with major companies. And you may be seeing, we're probably going to see the Global Force Wrestling hitting the airwaves. I'm probably going to say probably around the holiday season, if not probably the January of 2015. We're going to see some actual stuff happening, some actual events, actual TV tapings taking place. Now, there's not being said on where the locations will take place. We don't know if they're going to be traveling, if they're going to have a set location like the old TNA days had the Asylum or the Impact Zone. But we'll see what happens. I look forward to what Jeff Jarrett has stated, that he is trying his best to bring wrestling back to the fans. And he said he wants to bring something different. And we'll see if he actually does that. He's retarded. Miss McGinnis says, the first rule of the weekly rundown, don't talk about the weekly rundown. You guys are crazy. Isaiah D. Washington says, a need to bring back the War Games in Battle Bowl. I'm telling you, man. Telling you some great stuff. And, man, he's talking about some old school stuff. This is how you know true wrestling fans, right? So Isaiah says, or the Crockett Cup type deal to hype the tag teams. Man, I used to love the old days where they used to have the World Heavyweight tournaments, tag team championship tournaments, and the tag team tournaments. Man, some good stuff back in the day, man. And I used to love the strap matches where they used to not use the leather straps, but the chains where they would put the dog collar around your neck with the chain. Oh man, some good classic wrestling right there, man. Talk about, what is it? I think it was Piper back in the day. Who was it? Was he fighting? Was it the Junkyard Dog? I think it was. Back in the day, where it was Junkyard Dog versus Roddy Piper, and they had the dog chain strapped around their neck, and they were whooping each other's butts around the ring, and that was some classic stuff. Some classic stuff, seriously. Oh man, I tell you. I just love wrestling. I love wrestling, but then again, I just don't like the new stuff. It is what it is. What do you guys think about the TNA bringing back the six-sided ring? And what do you guys think about matter of fact, maybe next week we'll talk about that. What do you guys think about the six-sided ring, about TNA bringing that back? And plus, what do you think about Miss Dixie Carter being put through a table this past week on TNA Impact? some good stuff, maybe? I don't know. I think maybe it's a sign they need to put her ass through a table and not bring her back to television. And let's focus on freaking... let's focus on some freaking wrestling for a chance. Yep, Isaiah says... Oh, it was... Okay, sorry. Isaiah said it was Piper versus Valentine. Greg the Hammer Valentine at Starrcade 83. Good stuff, man. I could talk wrestling all freaking night, man. Alright, guys. Well, that's going to be it for us here on the video game wrap-up show here this week. We will be back... next week with the final edition of the video game wrap-up. And then we got something special coming to you next week as well, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Spread that love, y'all. Let me know what's going down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to Miss Morgana Gray and her hubby Isaiah D. Washington for tuning in tonight. Guys, going over, show them some love. And let them know that the Da.Latin.Groove Radio Show sent you, and DJ Friction sent you. Show them some love on Facebook, guys. They're doing some great things. And we're always supporting other shows. That's what we're about, man. Because you know what? When we first got started, people showed us love. So we want to return the favor, y'all. So thank you guys so much for everything. For DJ Friction in the video game wrap-up, I will see you guys soon. Much love, y'all. Spread that love. And Miss Morgana, I'm going to try to join you probably tomorrow on your show. If not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Check out our official website, www.Da.Latin.Groove.Radio.Show.com. Spread that love, y'all. We'll see you guys soon.